I am anti-censorship, but I'm sick of him. I don't want to hear him anymore.
So you're anti-censorship, but we should censor Donald Trump, though.
Are you the guys that were at Laguna? You guys were at Laguna, right?
Love Laguna.
Yeah, I told you to back the
Whoa. What's going on, everyone? James Klug here. It is a new world where Elon Musk owns Twitter and Donald Trump's account has been reinstated. So are people happy that Trump's account is back on Twitter? Today we're going to find out. Let's go talk to some people. Before we get started, if you're enjoying these videos, make sure you're subscribed to my channel and signed up over at jamesklug.locals.com, where I post extra content and more. It's free with the option of becoming a member for as little as 1 cup of coffee per month. Let's get into it. Elon Musk reinstating Donald Trump's account back on Twitter, a good thing or bad thing?
Good thing, definitely.
It's a negative. It's incredibly bad.
Bad for who, would you
Humanity.
say? A lot of people are saying it's good for free speech, regardless of whatever. We disagree with that?
I think we have free speech without him being on Twitter.
hurt other people.
You know?
Thumbs down?
Yeah, he needs to shut up. He needs to go away.
Would you say you're pro-censorship or anti-censorship?
I am anti-censorship, but I'm sick of him. I don't want to hear him anymore.
So you're anti-censorship, but we should censor Donald Trump, though?
Well, no.
I think the process probably wasn't done right because he said he was going to go through some committee or something and then put up a vote.
So we don't agree with that process.
Because
But do we agree with the action?
And then he did something else. So I thought, why? Yeah, I don't think it was.
Interesting. Okay.
It just didn't add up.
Donald Trump's account back on Twitter. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Why thumbs down? Bad? Why bad? You don't want to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk to me today. You think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a bad thing.
Why is it a bad thing?
Why is it a bad thing? Well, he's a billionaire, and he already's got. I don't know where you stand politically, but I'm a Democrat, and he is obviously a Republican because he's allowing him to go back in and feed all the bull that goes.
Aren't there other billionaires on Twitter, though?
Well, it's not about being a billionaire. It's about feeding lies to the people. His ego's gone out of control, wanting to control what people think, and for some reason. Now all the people they're quitting on him, that tells you something that they don't agree with him either.
And why do you think it's a good thing?
Freedom of speech. They had no right to kick him off in the first place. I think it's. I'm Team Trump all the way, Team Elon. So
He should not have a microphone, and for anybody to give him any publicity is bad for humanity.
I'm not sure if we've heard that answer before, having an issue with the process. But do you just say that you don't like Trump, or do you like Trump? You actually just have a problem with the process, or you have a problem with Trump?
No, I don't think he's good for the country.
Okay.
So, but that doesn't matter on the process. That's about Elon Musk and what he said he would do as the new CEO or owner or whatever his title is.
Should we be censoring people that we disagree with politically or disagree with what they say on platforms? I mean, have no Democrats lied on Twitter before?
Yeah, they have. Everybody's lied, but I mean...
Do you think it's important to be standing up for people's First Amendment rights?
Freedom of speech? Sure, you got to stand up for that.
Is the goal there then to, if we don't like people's messages, is it to censor and erase those messages? Is that the answer?
Absolutely not. So this is very complicated. I wish I had the answer.
Yeah.
If I had the answer, I'd give it to you right now, right? But I think the reality is you cannot allow certain people to have a megaphone. Do you just let all messages go out and have the same impact? Yeah, I do believe in free speech. But there's a point where you say that's unacceptable, right? And so I think his message is so divisive.
I mean,
people, right?
I don't know if that's believing in full freedom of speech. You believe in limitations to freedom of speech, correct?
I don't think I do, but I'm being tested in this moment, aren't I?
Good or bad thing? What do you think?
Bad, terrible.
Terrible?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
He's a jack. Nobody wants to hear what he has to say.
Good or bad?
No, bad.
Or just
bad for sure.
bad?
Yeah.
Would you prefer he not be allowed back on Twitter?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What do you think about Elon Musk allowing him back on Twitter?
I think it's a bad choice, but I think Elon Musk makes a lot of bad choices. So.
I think it's a good thing. Freedom of speech is necessary for everybody. I personally like Donald Trump. I voted for him when he did run.
Yeah.
So honestly, I don't see anything wrong with it. To be honest, keep it short and simple. Anybody should have a platform to speak. freedom of speech is one of our amendments, correct?
First one.
Yeah, there we go.
It's an important one.
It's a given. Me personally, I am a Republican, half white, half Hispanic. I don't really give a I think it's the right way. That's my personal opinion, though.
Where do you stand?
I think it's a good thing. I think freedom of speech is something that we absolutely need in this country, and so I think it's a good thing. Regardless whoever I like or I'm for, freedom of speech is the key.
Okay, so across the board, you agree with that?
I agree with that, yeah.
Different from disliking him, is it just a good or a bad thing to have people open discussions on Twitter, or no? Should we not allow that?
I think open healthy discussions, but I don't think he's conducive to healthy discussions.
Right. Would you guys support the banning of other politicians on Twitter as well?
Yeah, it's happened before. I support it.
I got a question for you then. Okay, so let's say you had the opportunity to censor or ban, let's say Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Would you do it?
No, even if I hated her, it's freedom of speech. And I think you got to protect that at all costs. Otherwise, it's the end of the country.
Maybe censorship on, let's say, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez? No?
No. I laugh at her. She's funny.
No, but everybody should have the right to speak their mind. We're in a free country.
People definitely don't want freedom of speech. They want to pick and choose what freedom of speech is that we've talked to today.
Yeah, well, censorship used to be something that everyone focused on, was really afraid of that happening, and now that's just gone out the window. Nobody understands the consequences of us losing our freedom of speech.
They kind of constrict who's allowed to have a voice. Definitely in the mainstream media. I'm one of those people that don't do Facebook or Twitter or any of that stuff, but I think that by kicking him off, it's kind of like removing a thorn in their side, right? Well, so I mean, I like Elon Musk and I like Trump. So
it's a good thing. Thumbs up on that.
Yeah.
Are you the guys that were at Laguna? You guys were at Laguna, right?
Love Laguna.
Yeah, I told you to back the
Whoa.
Back the
Hey,
up.
that's physical.
No, it is. Seriously.
What are you doing?
Back the up.
Hey,
Back the
relax.
I asked you to get on my face. I don't want to be
Hey,
camera.
relax.
I don't want to be on camera.
You're on camera
Drop
right
the
now.
camera.
You're on camera
back
right
the
now.
camera. I didn't agree to it. I told you to back the off the first time, buddy. You keep coming back and bothering me.
Different
Stop
guys.
bothering me. You're at Laguna. You bothered me there, buddy. You were there like it's on November 7th. You with me there.
November
And I told
7th?
you. Yeah, I told you to.
No,
stop
wrong
it.
person.
Really?
Yeah, different person, man.
You sure?
Yeah, you shouldn't be assaulting random people.
Yeah, you know what? Seriously, with the camera bull, get the out of the way.
I'm allowed to record here. It's a public area.
Actually, like seriously though.
And you're not allowed to assault people just randomly.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go get the police.
You want me to? We're talking about Elon Musk bringing Donald Trump's account back on Twitter. Good or bad thing? What do you think?
It's a good thing.
Good thing.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's a good
Should
thing?
have banned in the first place. Yeah, they let all these twits, left-wing liberal, bleeding hearts, wreck the joint, and then they complain about Donald Trump coming back. So tough.
Good for free speech.
Yeah, it is.
What they've actually decided to do since then also is reinstating accounts, doing a blank slate, fresh start for accounts. Now, if they do violate the terms of service now, they will get banned. I've seen multiple people get banned with the new terms of service. But do you don't like that process of bringing back those people just in general?
Well, I think it should be consistent across the board, regardless of who the person is.
It sounds like you disagree with them for sure, but is that a reason to censor somebody's voice on, the modern public forums,
No, not really. They should have a right to say anything. But there's vulnerable people out there that read it and then they're going to agree whether that's not true or not. Like Trump, he'll get on there and make a bunch of crap up.
You think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh, I think it's a good thing.
Good thing?
I think everybody should have the right to be there.
Both thumbs down?
Complete, 100%.
And why is that?
I don't deal with prejudice.
You don't deal with prejudice?
I don't want anybody who is racist in my life.
We don't want racist. Okay, so Donald Trump's a racist, and that's why he shouldn't be on Twitter. Is that correct?
Right.
Absolutely, 100%.
He just spreads negativity. That's
He
it.
doesn't. There's no. That's why there's so much violence. Like we're gonna have violence, but you have more violence when people promote it and continue to keep speaking on things that shouldn't be spoken on.
Okay, so he promoted violence?
I believe he promotes violence.
You believe so, or you know so?
I know so.
What did he do that promoted violence?
Look what happened at the Capitol. That was all him.
Did he tell him to do that?
Absolutely, 100%.
He did?
Yeah.
When did he tell him to do that?
Did you not watch the news?
I watched the whole. I watched the whole thing.
So if you really believe, I mean, obviously you're a Trump supporter. That's why you're asking me these questions.
I'm defending. I would say I'm more of defending free speech here. Like you can dislike Trump. I'm a racist too. What is your evidence for saying that? People are saying that Trump's a threat to democracy. Obviously, you probably heard the narrative. They're also saying, keep him off because he's a liar. You just think, I mean, what's going on there? What would you say to somebody that's saying that to you? We've heard that a lot today. We've also heard people agree with you, of course.
Right. That he's a threat against democracy. I mean, the whole January 6th thing, I'm of the belief that he didn't cause that. Of course, he was saying, yeah, the election was rigged, but he was also saying we got to peacefully protest. He didn't call for anybody to storm the Capitol. He didn't tell anybody to do that. Those guys just kind of acted on their own.
Wait, I actually just made that point to another lady. She called me racist because of that. So I'll have to figure that one out.
That tends to be the main defense for the other side is, when you checkmate them, they say, well, you're racist.
That's exactly what happened to me, huh? Why do you think people are so against bringing Trump back on Twitter?
Closed-minded.
Closed-minded?
Yeah. Narrow-minded, They're not free people, free-thinking people. They're sheep.
Having Trump on Twitter, I think that's fair. Like, why would you cut Trump out? Because you little Twitter snowflakes, you don't like what he says or what he agrees with? No, this is America. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you believe. As long as it's not harmful and you're not terrorizing something, we have the right in America.
Full freedom of speech.
Absolutely. And
if
having
you're going to kick a guy off of Twitter just because of
president.
Well, yeah, president. I mean, this seems to be draconian, if anything, just to make a decision to take somebody off of a platform because you don't like what they say or what they represent. If you're so sure of your stand, whatever it is, then let your opponent speak and be there and debate and let that be an open forum. Otherwise, you're just going to have opinions that exist in a vacuum. And that's not what this country's about. That's not what freedom's about.
He's a little annoying, but, there's a lot of people that are annoying, so I think they just should have their free speech.
Twitter's not a thing for me, so the noise that's made there doesn't really impact my life, but
understandable.
It does speak to something greater. And so,
Twitter is a major platform,
without a doubt.
That has
fully aware
for the flow of reporting, and everything like
without
that.
a doubt. And it's for an entire generation. It's news.
I apologize.
As long as you apologize, water under the bridge. Okay.
Right, I apologize, sir. I didn't really get.
Give me a fist bump.
I apologize.
Let's have open discussions. Let's not shut out our opponents. If you believe in what you believe in, you look around here, you got people that have different things that they're talking about here that they want to discuss.
It's called freedom of
and
speech.
And this is a public forum.
Yeah.
And so is Twitter. It should be a public forum. If not, then why have it? Why would I got a Twitter? I reinstated my Twitter account after Elon Musk took over, just because I'm curious. I want to see, if it's going to be an open platform or not. If it is, I would like to be a part of that. I mean, if all I'm going to do is debate my points amongst my friends and people who believe what I believe, what's the point in that?
All right, everyone, that is it for today. So it was like pulling teeth trying to get people to talk about Donald Trump, but let me know what you guys thought about what people had to say down in the comment section below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, make sure to subscribe for more videos, and hit that bell notification button so you're notified next time we post. We'll see you guys next time. Sanchez, Donald Trump's account has been reinstated on Twitter. What do you think about that? Looks a little bit suspicious of it. Oh my God, okay. Sanchez does not like Donald Trump.